I wanna know you. Like, babe, like, where are you from? I need to know you. Not like the way you move. I wanna hold you.
Hey y'all, it's Alondra. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all, today I'm doing a story time, and this one is funny, okay? This one is actually one that I get asked about a lot. I'm excited to clear the air and tell y'all why I've never liked Mexican food. Before I get into this story time, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure y'all follow me on all my social platforms. I always have it listed in the description box, and I have it at the end of the video, okay? So y'all, this story time is me explaining to y'all why I've always said I hate Mexican food, or I don't like Mexican food. I don't eat Mexican food, okay? Whenever I tell this to people, it's just like when I say, oh, I don't like music. It's one of those things where people give me the strangest look. If you don't want to be an outcast, definitely don't bash Mexican food. It's just not something you want to do, okay? How I came about not liking, quote unquote, liking Mexican food, it all started when I was an itty bitty kid, okay? I was a little bitty kid. We had just moved to Houston. For those of y'all that have been following me forever, you know I'm from Ohio, moved to Houston. Now I'm a Houstonian and whatever, okay? One of the major cultural shocks I experienced moving from Dayton, Ohio to Houston, Texas was, you know, other cultures, okay? At this point, I was about 8 or 9, and my mom had rental property. And in one of our rental properties stayed a Hispanic or Spanish family. Disclaimer, don't kill me if I'm not using the correct, like, terms. I don't know what's appropriate because I don't really know what they were. So I'm just gonna say, for this sake in the video, I'm just gonna say Hispanic. When they first moved in, they wanted to like greet my mom with like, you know, some food. Like they wanted to thank her with a plate of food or whatever. And so when we went over there, you know, to say, hey, welcome to the house, you know, welcome, you know, whatever, they had a plate of food for us. And they were like, yeah, this is our such and such. I wasn't listening to the conversation just full on. I was a kid, so I remember a little bit. I don't know what they said the dish was. I don't know where they said it was from. I know nothing about it. All I know is they were Hispanic and they gave me some food, and me as a kid and just being ignorant, I associated it with Mexican food, okay? So they give us this dish, they put it on the counter, and they're like, here, this is our, they said it was their national dish or something like that. They're like, yeah, this is our national dish. You know, we eat this and this is one of our best. You know, my wife, she made it so amazing. Like, it's only right that y'all try this dish. And here, we're giving it to you as a thank you for, like, you know, this house and everything. I just started eating cornbread like the other day. Like, I barely eat greens. Like, my palate wasn't all the way there yet, okay? So, you know, me being a kid, I was like, Mom, like, I looked at it, like, I looked at the dish on the table. I gave my mom that, Mom, not today. Today's not that day, okay? Like, I'm not in the mood, all right? I know I'm not gonna like it. I've never seen nothing like that before. My mom was like, Chris, you need to try this food. This is them giving us their food. It's disrespectful if you don't eat this food. You need to eat this food. Don't spit it out. That's disrespectful. These are other people's culture. This is their food. Eat this food. Eat their food. It looked like a big burrito. Like, from what I remember, it was like a big burrito, and it was green, and they put ketchup on top of it. I'm gonna have pictures. I'm gonna have pictures because this was my first experience tasting another culture's food, y'all. Like, y'all have to understand that I said this in another video, I came from a city where it was only white and black people, okay? White and black. It was my turn. It was my turn to eat it. So I got a little piece. I started eating it. And y'all, when I tell you, that was about the closest I had come to death. I just remember being in that kitchen. I remember them lights being super hot. I was about to pass out. I was sweating. It was just so nasty to me that I just couldn't even understand why people were eating that. It was so nasty to me that I really thought that, like, they were like trying to kill us. Like, I thought that maybe this was a setup and they were trying to kill my mom, like they were trying to kill us or something. Like, I didn't understand why we were being forced to eat this, you know? That it was the worst experience of my little life at that time. So y'all, I'm just trying to tell y'all how serious this was for me at the time, because of that one moment, that one encounter. I thought it was Mexican food because they were Hispanic people, and that's all I knew at the time was black, white, and Mexican. So I thought they were Mexican, and I thought I had Mexican food that day. So I went my whole life out here in Houston staying away from Mexican food. It was just one of those things I vowed, like, you know what, I'll never be able to eat that. I need to stay away from that type of food because that type of food almost killed me. It wasn't until maybe like a year or so ago I met this guy, and he's Puerto Rican, and we were talking about like food and stuff. I told him my horror story about Mexican food. As he started listening to my story and I was describing the dish, he was like, Alondra, that's Puerto Rican because I'm Puerto Rican. That's this dish that we eat and it's so good. You didn't like that? I was like, can't say that I did. But the funny thing about it is, even he admitted that. He was like, nah, that is pretty much like a, you know, that's not a beginner dish. That's not something you just want to give to somebody right away. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. So why they try to kill us? Why they trying to kill me and my mom in the kitchen? Anyways, I found out that the dish is a Puerto Rican dish. So I hopped on Google, pulled it up, and it was the first time in my life that I finally was like, oh my God, I was not crazy that day in the kitchen. This is what I had. So y'all, that is what I had. It's a Puerto Rican dish called pasteles. Pasteles, that is what I thought was Mexican food. And that is why I've always told people I hate Mexican food. I don't eat it. That's my story. That's the story of why I don't eat Mexican food. If you're watching this and you are Mexican, you should feel good because when I tell you, it has not been an easy battle telling people I don't eat Mexican food. When I tell you, don't worry, people have already done it for you. They have got in my ass about this. They have just went off on me. So people have stuck up for y'all. Everyone has stuck up for Mexican food. So y'all, that's the story right there of how I thought I didn't like Mexican food. If y'all like videos like this and want to see more story times, give the video a like, and I will catch y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.